Oh, what's up, everybody? Just gonna get started real quick. Just connect with y'all, see how you guys are doing today. That's me. Show you a little link right here. There you go. Ooh. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are really having a beautiful day so far. I mean, literally. I feel, honestly, I feel much better than I did yesterday. Because yesterday I was so flippin' tired. And I honestly didn't want to do much. But I am here now to connect with you guys and have some fun on Wellness Wednesday live stream. You know, I just want to, before I really dive in, I just want to check in and really touch in with my inner breath. Just to calm myself down and get grounded. You know? You know, today has been a really, really interesting day. Like, not just like community-wise. You know, I saw a few people that I haven't seen in a while. And it was good to connect with them. And also, from the community standpoint, you know, it's really good to, you know, hang out with my community of friends, you know, and just can chop it up and, you know, see what they're up to. And also health-wise, physically, I feel a lot better than I did like the day before. Because honestly, when I was really going online on Facebook, you know, I really was really tired and I probably didn't get much sleep too. So, but I did manage to get some decent sleep. You know, I will do it again tonight after this live stream. And I also posted a link to a podcast I really want to dive in today about connecting with our breath and deep breathing. You know, and it's so interesting. I never really dived in about our deep breathing before, really in this really unique way. And you know, connecting with our breath is really, I mean, quite honestly, it's very unique when I was listening to this podcast, because like you don't have to take the word from me. Proof is there for itself to experience. But it's really cool to see, to listen to other people's perspectives about breathing and how it can really help us in every aspect. You know, whether we are breathing, whether you are doing deep breathing to concentrate, on something, or deep breathing to, on our sense of smell, what we believe in, like everything, you know. And like connecting with our breath is it's so, it's not only just beautiful, but also is really just so very helpful. I knew putting the words about it. Honestly, it's just like, actually, after I listened to this podcast that I posted, I actually did some deep breathing all day today, and it really helped me not just physically, but also mentally and spiritually as well. In a on a really physical level, I really just felt like I wasn't even sore at all. Like my body was really just grounded, and also I was really, just focused on what I needed to do. And like, and I learned from this podcast is like, deep breathing is more than just for our emotions too. It's also for our physical and important for the physical aspect as well. With the whether it be like for a sense of smell, touch, you name it, what we see. Just breathing it in, just can really have some effects on us, and good or bad, depending on where you're experiencing. And I can't just like explain other people's experiences, because I can't walk in their shoes, and I don't have their perspectives. I'm not to be told in the wrong to explain it. There's perspectives about that. So what I will say is that each of us has a different you know viewpoint perspective about deep breathing. Probably what I'm mentioning to you guys is probably foreign. If you guys ever heard about deep breathing, or anything like that, feel free to let me know and educate me. Because shoot, sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about. I try my best to share and explain to you guys what I learned, but I don't really know everything. So I always in my live streams I always tend to have a free, open room and space for those to chop it up and conversate. And since it's Wellness Wednesday, I don't know if you guys read this book called Autobiography of a Yogi, and it's a really beautiful book that my friend recommended to me. I mean, I'm still in the beginning of this book. Oh, well, as you can see, I with my Black Panther T'Challa bookmark, I'm still in the beginning of it. But it's really an interesting read, and as you can find this really good price on Amazon too, as well as this book I really study on a daily basis, called the Book of Chakras. If you guys can see this right here, this is a really beautiful, beautiful handout. If you guys really want to learn about the energy centers, as well as deepening your yoga practice, and learn something beautiful. Because when I was reading this book, I was just in awe so far, and I can still continue to read it afterwards. And since I were talking about our breath, one thing I could say, like I could try my best to explain this, and I can explain it in the best way I can in my perspective. But really connecting with our breath is really important for our overall health. I mean, I can count on how many times that I listen to most yoga teachers mentioning this before. How connecting with your breath is so important, just to have a good posture and handling our emotions and our thoughts, as well as with our bodies too, and how to deal with pain and how to deal with pleasure and everything. And just it's like deep breathing. It's like when you inhale something in, you're taking in something in and you breathing out too. That's how the best thing I can explain it. And I'm not an expert too, so feel free to check me if I'm telling too many false information or anything like that. But what I know about deep breathing so far is just it's really imperative, for our everyday health, and not just like for the brain, for for our throats, for our hearts, and everything. and it can also enhance our other senses as well. You know, our hearing, our our sight, especially our sense of smell too. I could really honestly explain that because like if you guys know me, I love sharing aromatherapy and essential oils on a daily basis. And our sense of smell can really have an effect on our health too, and a very powerful effect on our health. And also, since actually let's do talk about since Wellness Wednesday, and let's just talk about our sense of smell too. You know, in our environment too, and I could, this is me speaking in my perspective. I could honestly say, our sense of smell is so very important. Whether you, and especially where you're at too. Like if you're in the, like say if you're in an apartment and you smell something that really disturbs you, that can really have the effect on our health. It really makes us on edge, put us down. Really has sort of can really make us have our body feel really uneasy. Have sort of like uneasy muscles, back pains, any those kind of challenges. And I can honestly say from experience, I can count how many times I smell something really uneasy, and it's really put me in a really depressing or really painful mood, and it really just put my body just at ease. Also, with the beautiful side of our sense of smell is how when you inhale something that's beautiful, it can really help us bring you to a state of bliss and really abundance and happiness that really reminds us of something that we experienced like recently or in the past. Like if someone, like for instance, like you smell like a certain spice, or a certain like herb or a certain anything, something really beautiful, it could really bring you back to a time when you're young, when you're a kid, like he's like for instance, like someone, let's say your grandparents had a really beautiful rose bush, and you smell rose again, like in a really essential oil form, or any other form in a flower form. Really, those that kind of sense of smell can really bring you bring you to a state of bliss where you remember how beautiful it felt to experiencing your grandparents' roses and spending time with them too, as well as cooking too. Like if you smell a certain spice, and you just brings you back to where you just had that kind of warm, beautiful feeling of just waiting for your favorite grandparents' food to be done. You just can't wait to get it. Just brings you that kind of joy. It's a really awesome experience, feeling, awesome experience to remember. You just don't forget it. And I'd love to know what you guys' favorite experience, about your sense of smell. Like do you remember like have you smelled something so beautiful that it reminded you of something in the past when you were a kid or recently? Feel free to comment below. I would love to know. And also, when it combine that with in deep breathing, you know, I can I say I'm not sure I'm in a position to to teach, but really I can honestly say that deep breathing, once you like say for instance like if you want to like inhale a smell that really puts you in a really good mood, aroma like I'm gonna preach to the choir again. Aromatherapy can really help you with that too. And today I'm just gonna and I love sharing with you guys too. I've been really using like two of them that really just help me be in a really good mood today. Where you guys can see them. Really tangerine and orange. Yeah, as well. And I also just like inhaling the smell of from both of them. can really put you in a good mood because, like I said, I know you guys ever follow my other page, Blissful Heroes, that I really post, post a lot of health and wellness content on there. But really, tangerines are really creative essential oil, and orange is really abundant too. So you combine these two, you really have the creative abundance here, and those kind of energies and feelings alone, and you feel apply that sense of smell to your mind too, can really get a lot of stuff done with your creative energies. And I can attest to this from experience that today I just been um, like really just sharp. Like my mind, I was really creative. I wasn't like stuttering my words or just stumbling. I really was like when I was talking with a friend today. I was really listening and just how she was doing, health wise, and just listen to her stories, and also chopping up with other peeps that I know too in my community. Yeah, and just chopping up with them, see how they're doing, and really just having a good time and just really letting our dogs play too, because we're dog lovers out there. And also, I always have way ideas to just just to create more, not just like create more content like online, but also like host some classes and workshops and events for you guys soon. Because like once I get my laptop stuff done and also be able to travel more, I really can host some more classes, which I really want to do. Because doing this is really so much fun for you guys, and I just can't stop doing it. But anyways, back to our sense of smell and deep breathing. I can say, I can tell you that I can tell you one final thing about deep breathing and aromatherapy. Deep breathing and our sense of smell is just like can really enhance what we're doing too. Like for example, like just say like you're an artist and you're an artist and you love to paint and you love to just like and you want to be in the moment, and you want to be in an environment where it's like beautiful, and you want to be in a place that smells good, and but if you don't have a place that really smells good, aromatherapy could really help you, enhance your not just your space but also your energy and your sense of smell with aromatherapy can really help you, uplift your energies and really be in a creative state where you could do what you want to do, like with your, like for someone who wants to paint or someone who wants to play their who's a gamer who wants to play their games, wants to challenge themselves, to go on an awesome quest, or you just want to challenge their mind too. Aromatherapy can really help you with that too. And aromatherapy is so beautiful to our everyday health. It just really helps us in a unique way. So that's all I could tell you. That's all I can share with you guys today. And that's just like I can share, but that's all I have to say. I really hope the podcast that I of the podcast that I linked to you guys, really hope you guys enjoy it too, because it's really an awesome podcast, called My Seven Chakras. And hey Christian, how are you? Hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're doing good, Christian. I was just really talking about deep breathing and our sense of smell and how aromatherapy can help with that. And I really explained how today I was using tangerine and wild orange is really, really beautiful oils. Happy New Year to you too, as well, Christian. I hope you're doing good out there. Happy New Year to you too. It's always good to connect with my peeps out there. Yes, citrus oils are amazing, right? I mean, There's really, it's just like, it's so beautiful, the citrus oils that, like tangerine and really orange. I always can't show the label right sometimes. Like tangerine and orange, creative abundance is really beautiful. I know there's like other citrus oils like bergamot, grapefruit, lime, lemon, um, and tangerine as well. Tangerine and orange is so unique. And also the citrus bliss blend too is one of my absolute favorites because it really has a lot. Most of the citric oils combined with the vanilla extract. Oh my gosh, it smells like candy. And what are your favorite essential oils, Christian? I'd love to know. Which favorite citrus oils do you use on a daily basis? Like tangerine, orange. I use bergamot and grapefruit every day. Citrus bliss is a favorite. Diffusing. Yeah, exactly. I use grapefruit as another one of my favorites too. And I haven't tried bergamot yet, but that's on like one of my lists. And also with citrus bliss, just like it's like being a say it's like being a candy factory or something because it has that vanilla extract too. It smells like you have like says almost like you're having dessert. I knew you could get that feeling before too, but yeah, that is cool. I have to try that one sometimes. I'll have to try bergamot. Oh, and then if you see the link, Christian, but I posted a link of a podcast that I watched today about deep breathing. I would love. I mean, feel free to check it out anytime you want. And I could post it again if you missed the link. Because I always share what I learned today with you guys, and I really listened to this really cool podcast that I really wanted everybody to check out in their own free time. If you couldn't see the link, I'll post it again for you if you want me to. Or I can post it to you later on after the stream. Oh, man. Mm. Oh, man, I think I... Likewise, I appreciate your support, Christian. You're always you're a beautiful person, and I always try my best to catch up with you too. And I use social media a lot too to connect with my people, but I know it's not like the whole top main thing. I like to really commute with people like in person as well, so understand where you're coming from. Well, like with social media is a cool platform too to connect. If you can't connect with people like you see on a daily basis, face to face, but like having those face to face conversations is really just it's so cool. And I have to visit Hawaii sometimes. That's one place I haven't been to recently. I know my family has been there, like my mom and my sister. Yes, it is. It's very cool to connect. I will. I'll come to Hawaii for sure. I'll hang out with you too. You can show me around. Oh yes, you gotta show me around Hawaii. I know what part you're from, where you live in Hawaii. So I know there's a lot of kind of islands out there too, if I'm not mistaken. I like to use tangerine. Like I apply it on my hands, like on a daily basis. I mean, if I really need that kind of creative energy to, I apply it like on my hands, especially. I just like use one drop. Like I can give you an example. I use like one drop of tangerine, just rub it in my hand and just inhale. Because I use like one drop like, each time, so I don't use a lot. And I just like the smell alone really puts me in a good mood. How do you use it, tangerine too? I'd love to know. I'm in Hawaii. Ooh, a little ways away from. Okay, Oahu. Okay, cool. Sounds cool. Looking forward to that. That sounds cool. If you see Danielle too, tell her I said hello too. Now I always try to catch up with her too. I heard a noise. I don't know what was that about. Anyways, I used Tinder to segue for a quick pick me up. Yeah, that's like I use Tangerine for that as well. I use it for a quick pick me up too. I also use Orange the same way too. Like with Orange, I use I say I use Orange especially in the morning, but along with Peppermint. It's really just like wake me up in the morning if I feel a little drowsy or just like sluggish. Like orange and peppermint combined is like your coffee, so to speak. I just love using those too. Whew. Let's stretch out for a bit. Mm. Yes, rejoining rejuvenation indeed. It's so true about orange and peppermint together. It's just a really beautiful combination to use. But I'll send you the link to that podcast to you, Christian. You know, if you want me to, because I know with the live streams on Instagram, like I usually like to save them so that people who missed it, I can really catch up on some cool info. And I like to save them for my my audience in the community. I will, and aloha to you too, Christian. Much love, and thank you for dropping in. With me and chatting it up. It's always good to hear from you guys. And you have a beautiful day evening too. Yes, namaste. Thank you, Christian. You're the best. And I'm about to get off here too, actually, just to stretch out and just. So usually I stay up. I don't tend to stay long, like on this going live. I usually tend to do like 30 minutes. If I'm really energetic, I usually do it for like an hour. But I hope this hope I really helped today, in some sort of way, especially about deep breathing and our sense of smell. You know, if you guys need any info, you guys need help about essential oils and how to get them from me. I'm just not trying to preach to you, like just preach to you, but I really love sharing it with you guys, and guys want some more info about it, feel free to hit me up as well. If you guys want some essential oils, I could I could hook you up with them. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. All right, guys. Thank you again for tuning in with me. Much love to you guys out there. I hope you guys have a beautiful evening, and I'll see you guys next time for sure. Namaste. Much love. Bye bye.